So I have this new foundation that I want to try out. It's a skin tint and it is not new. It's new to me. I picked it up because it's ILIA. I heard good things about this brand. It's, I think, more minimal, kind of like the Merit one. And if you take the A away, this is kind of my name, Ili, from Ilinka. So every time I look at it, I'm like, my name's on it. So let's test this out and see my thoughts on it. And I also have this new product that I don't want to say how much it costs because it is, I don't think it deserves to cost that much, even though it's a great product. I've just started using it. So we're going to start with this one pretty soon. So let's first put some sunscreen. I'm going to go in with my Supergoop Play Sunscreen. This is SPF 50. I love this one, very hydrating, and it just always does its job, even in the most hottest weather and sunniest places. I never get my face burnt or tanned if I put this product on. I need to purchase the big one because this is the smaller one, but I still have other sunscreens that I need to finish, and then I think I'll repurchase the big one when I'm gone through all the other sunscreens. Okay, so yeah, so I guess in today's video what I want to do is test out this ILIA foundation skin tint and just use some of my products that I already own. I don't have anything new in today's video. I do have new products that I've played with already, but we're gonna do a full face of my newest products in another video. And oh, one second. I crocheted this, which is a double-sided turtle shell pillow. I wanted this sage green because this is my favorite color, this aesthetic pink, and it's just a pillow. You can rest with your head, your back. You can use it for your back support. It's nice and squishy, I made it, or you can use it for your feet. So yeah, I just made this. I'm excited. I love using it. I promised you that in every video I will show you something that I crochet if I have something new. Okay, let's move on to this. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Cream or Eye Serum. I like to use this morning and night. This is supposed to be very good. It's only 15 milliliters, which is 0.5 fluid ounces. A very little product, but look at this luxurious bottle. It is so heavy, and look at the details around the cap. So beautiful. It's an eye concentrate matrix synchronized multi-recovery complex serum. It has this doe foot applicator, which is all metal. Like it's a metal ball. So it's very cooling to the touch. So let's apply it. So this is how you kind of apply this product. And you just massage it underneath the eye. And you don't need much. This is super cooling. You know, I think Rare Beauty came with something like this, like that eye concealer. It feels exactly the same, but this is super hydrating. Like it's a very thick cream inside. So yeah, I got this because I really want to take care of my under eye area and this area right here for fine lines as we age. So that's the reason I got it. And like I said, I will link it down below if you guys want to check out the price, but yeah, it's super expensive. So on those occasions, and I'll try to use it sparingly, not every morning, but I do use it every night, and then the rest I'm just gonna apply it here. So again, it's skincare. I don't know if it does anything or how good it is. I've heard great things about it, and yeah, that's why I picked it up. But I will keep you posted if I see anything. So I'm excited to try this. This is the ILIA Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40 Foundation, and supposed to have a lightweight coverage. It has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, and I got mine in the shade Estee on Rendezvous, which is right here. But look at the cute bottle. It's very cute. I like it. It's with a pipette. Now I've kind of swatched it in store, so I think that matched pretty good. It has 30 milliliters. It's hydrating, natural finish. It has squalane. So all those good things. I wonder if we have to give it a shake vigorously before use. And dispense a quarter-sized amount into your palms and apply like a serum. The formula will appear lighter before adjusting to its true color after 30 to 60 seconds. And you can set it with a powder. Okay, so I don't like to apply this with my hands, but yeah, and we're not going to apply anything underneath. So we're just going to test this as is. But I'm going to try use maybe my hands on one side and see. And then on the other side, I'm going to use this Blend and Buff by Nude Sticks and see how it goes. I wonder if it's going to be messy. So we can see if it's... I'm going to push the pipette. Okay, so it is quite liquidy. So you can see that it does run down on my hand. It does have a pink undertone, this shade that I got. And it does feel very hydrating. It has not a perfumey smell, but similar to like a sunscreen. But that's how the shade looks like. Okay, so I really love how it feels on the hand. It does feel very hydrating, kind of like a serum. So maybe let's try with the fingers and see. So I'm gonna put a little bit here. I don't like to use my fingers, but we'll do it for the sake of the video. Ooh, that's a lot of product. It feels very hydrating. Just like a, maybe like a, feels like a tinted sunscreen, but maybe with more coverage from what I see. But it looks nice so far. I like the feeling. I don't know if I like using my hands, but you know what? It's not as messy as I thought. And again, I have obviously dry, mature skin. And if you do have oily skin, it's very, very hydrating. Okay, so I do have a sponge. I think I'm going to go with the sponge to just calm it down and push it into the skin better. Definitely, if you do have oily skin, you'll probably need a powder. We'll see if we use powder, maybe. Now let's try the other side. I want to try it with a brush because we sometimes like to use brushes and not our hands, right? I really like the color actually. You can see how nice it matches the skin. Okay, so here it is. I love how they're right. It adjusts very nicely to the skin, the shade and the formula as well. I love the feeling of it. Ooh, I wonder why I didn't try this product before, because I heard some mixed reviews. Some people liked it and some people said it's not worth it. If you have dry, mature skin, then I think you would love this product. If you have textured skin, this is probably not going to be it's a very light coverage, right? So if you prefer more matte and more high coverage, then obviously this product is not for you. But since I have more dry, mature skin, I've noticed that if I use matte or more high coverage foundations or skin tints, throughout the day, you'll eventually dry up and settle into these fine lines. So yeah, that's what I've noticed anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with the dampened sponge and calm it down more. I love how it feels actually. And I love that it has great skincare ingredients, because on top of my regular skincare, to add more great skincare ingredients, it doesn't hurt, right? Isn't it nice and glowy and very healthy looking? It still looks like your skin, but it adds that nice moisturizing effect without making it look oily or too glowy or too hydrating. It's just the perfect amount of hydration, I think. I love it. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna powder. So let's move on to bronzer. So I have chosen, I don't think I'm gonna put concealer because I really like this lightweight coverage. So we're gonna skip concealer, but I wanna go in with some cream products since it's such a nice serum-like foundation. And I'm gonna go in with the Simihaze Beauty. This is a nice bronzer, a melting bronze balm. Look at that beautiful shade. And this is in the shade Cedar 02. And as usual, I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I'm going to go in with the small one. Just to add a little bit of color around here. Let's see. Let's see if this skin tint, or is it called foundation? No, Super Serum Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Lotion, it's called. Hydrating, natural niacinamide, scoline, hyaluronic acid. Oh, just such great ingredients, right? I want to see if this product's blend. So you can see I just dab. I don't like to drag, especially when we have like a nice serum-like skin tint. You can still drag slowly, just don't push too hard. I really love how it makes my skin feel. My goodness, I have so many favorite foundations now. Maybe I should do a roundup and tell you lately what my favorite foundations are. But I have to try these new ones a little bit more to make sure that they don't become finicky before I give you my final thoughts. So again, keep in mind, I really like to mention this because I don't want my channel to be a channel of just because I buy new products, you kind of have to go buy it. I don't want to influence you to spend your money because makeup is just makeup. You don't need to spend your hard-earned money on makeup if you have, you know, more important priorities. This is kind of my hobby and I love it. But I'm kind of here to entertain you more and keep you company and let you know my thoughts on some products that I see a lot of people talk about, and especially when people get sponsored by companies or by beauty brands, I find it hard to trust someone to tell me the real truth. I trust it more when I see them use the product more often. And I know when you have a big collection, sometimes you can't use the products so often as you would like. You can use them off camera, but on camera, you just don't want to use the same product all the time, right? Because then the video becomes boring. So anyways, I'm just trying to say that I don't want you to feel pressure to buy any of these products or spend your money on this. Okay, let's move on to blush. I think that's perfect for bronzer, right? So for blush, I haven't used this one in a while, and this is the Saie Beauty Blush, and this is in the shade Baby. It's a very dewy blush as well, and it's a quite thick formula. Look at that. I like to apply it like this by adding the product directly to the cheek. Now what I've noticed with this blush, that if you tilt it in your cabinet, in your drawer, it will leak some oil, so I don't like that at all. I'm gonna go in with my Rose Ink number 3 brush. I love this brush. Perfect for cream products, whether you apply blush or bronzer. So yeah, this is a very dewy, serum-like blush, but it's more thicker. So again, if you do keep it tilted like this for a while in your drawer, I've noticed oil leaking down the bottle and makes my other makeup products quite messy. So I don't think it will be a good product to travel with, just because it will probably become messy in your bag. Look how pretty it is. I like it. I really like the color. It looks intimidating, but it's a nice color. Now, will this last through the whole day? Probably not. Like, it won't disappear completely. You'll still have some nice cheek color, but obviously anything that's cream or serum, blush, and bronzer, it won't last as much as powder, right? Even though I put this product on the eyes, I don't see a lot of creasing. But you know what? Should we? No, we don't need to powder the eyelids. Have you guys seen the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette, I think it's called? Now, I like my I Need a Nude palette, and I don't think, at least not now, I don't think I'm going to pick up the I Need a Warm palette because this has been my favorite. I love more cool tones, and there's some warmth in here, but more on the cool side. So I don't think I'm going to pick that one up. I do love how it looks, and I like to collect them. So maybe I'll wait for a sale and I'll pick it up then, because I like to have all of her palettes. So, but anyways, for now, I don't think I'm going to get it, but I might change my mind, so I don't know. Okay, let's go in with the shade Stone and just add a little bit of color to the eye. Not much, nothing intense, just like a day look. I love this shade so much. Her palettes are so good. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. Let me know if you guys are going to pick up the new Natasha Denona palette, and if you do and you use it, obviously, I don't think there's nothing gonna be wrong with it. I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful, but let me know your thoughts as well, if you guys think it's worth it, if you already have so many more palettes by Natasha Denona, so keep me posted. So let's see, maybe for the eyelid, oh, that was a BK Beauty 201 brush. And I think for the eyelid, I'm going to go with a BK Beauty NG Hot and Flashy 501. And I'm going to go into the shade Mash right there and put it all over the eyelid. Just want more color here. Yeah, so I love this palette. This is such a great everyday palette for any occasion. If I would have had this palette when I got married, I probably would have used this palette for my makeup. Look how pretty that is. Okay, for the bottom part, I'm gonna go maybe into the same shade, Mash, and just add a little bit of color here. I haven't been using a lot of eyeshadow lately. That's why I don't know if it's worth for me to pick up the new palette. But like I said, I could change my mind. Okay, so for some shimmers, I haven't used shimmers in a while. I'm gonna use this one right here, and that's called Mia. I love this shimmer. It's so pretty. So I like to add this, just start in the middle close to the lash line and bring it up and then slowly pat all over the eyelid like this, just to have it like a nice foil effect. I think that's really pretty. And I like it that there's no fallout. I don't like big chunky shimmers and then there's fallout. Oh, I really love how the skin looks. Love it. So I don't think I'm gonna intensify the eyes. Let's go do the bottom lashes because I want to use my Annabelle Skinny Mascara. This is such a unique mascara. I bought this from the drugstore. However, this is made in, I think, let me see, France or Italy. Oh, it doesn't say here. It does say on the package. It's either made in France or Italy, one of those two. And it is a more expensive mascara from the drugstore. I think it was like $22. And look how skinny it is. Let me compare it to my Pat McGrath because I think I want to use... No, I don't want to use this. I'll compare it to my L'Oreal Panorama mascara so you guys can see. You see? It is really skinny. So let's do the bottom lashes. I love to use this on my bottom lashes. Like, look how nice and natural it looks. And it doesn't, I know someone asked me if it flakes. It doesn't flake and it's not smudging at all. And that's why I even use this on my lower lashes because it's so skinny and nice. Now, every mascara I've noticed will eventually flake if it starts to dry up. So if it becomes older and it's more drying, then you'll notice flaking. Because even with my favorite mascaras that have never flaked, once they dry up and become too old, then they will be flaky. So that's the bottom lashes. I'm going to go off camera and finish my top lashes. And I'll be right back with some lips and then final thoughts. Okay, so here is the final look. So this is very close. Hold on. I have a window on my left side so you can see natural coming in, and I also have some small dimmed lights to brighten up the room a bit more. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Let me turn off all the lights so we can see one light off, and side light, and then front light off. Okay. So all we have is, I'm going to come really close to the light out here so you guys can see. Okay, so this side I have a natural light coming in. That's what the skin looks like in natural light. And I have no powder. I know maybe some of you don't enjoy so much glow, but I really do love it. And you can always powder as well. Like, it doesn't wreck your skin, but I love how my skin looks. Okay, So let's get back to the lights. So I'm gonna turn this light on a bit, then my front light. That's all I have today. I don't have a lot of lighting on, just very dim. So for lips, I was thinking, let's go into this Wonderskin Contour Lipliner. I love the shade, it's so pretty. And this is in the shade Blush. Just very gently line the lips to give it a nice shape. And I'm not gonna fill them in. And I'm gonna go in with my Dior Addict Ultra Gloss Glow, and I think this is in the shade 247. Let me see. Yeah, 247. I love this ones. They're so good. You guys know I love my Dior products. That's pretty much all I use. Dior and Rare Beauty and Tower 28 and Merit. Those are really good too. So I think this is a very nice natural shade, and this type of lip glosses, they're not sticky, they're hydrating, and they provide this nice natural color. Glowy, but not too glowy, just hydrating with a hint of a nude shade on the lip. It's so pretty. Okay, so final thoughts. Again, you don't need anything, okay? Let me start with saying that. However, if you are interested in this product and want to know my thoughts, I'm definitely recommending it. If you have, I think that even if you have oily skin, if you just put a little bit and it's like a serum and then powder, I think it's gonna look really nice. However, I can't say exactly because I've never had oily skin. My skin is always dry, and I just love how it looks on my skin. I think it's very natural looking, it's hydrating, it has a hint of a glow without making it look oily. I'm actually loving this. Out of all my skin tints that I have, I think this so far has been my favorite. Like out of the skin tints, like even the Sephora Reveal the Real, I think I like this. I mean, not I think, I know I like this better. This is still good and so much more affordable. This is $65, this is like $29. I don't know, I cannot compare it to the Maybelline 24 Hour Skin Tint. They look similar like this, but I think this is more shimmery. I see some shimmer in it, like more of tintment type of thing, so be careful when you apply this, don't apply too much. I like this better. Compared to this one, the iconic London Super Smoother Skin Tint, I love this one as well. This is so much more thicker. I think the coverage is the same, but the formula is a lot more thicker than this one. They're not the same product, but I want to give you some idea. I don't know what else I can compare it to. It's very hard because it's just so different. Think about this more like a sunscreen with some tint in it and moisturizer all in one. That's how I would describe it, you know. So I just love it. I love it. I don't know what else to say. I love it. I'm happy I have it. You don't need it, right? But I think that this is a great product to use it on a daily basis. Especially, I just love how it looks, and I don't see any settling in my fine lines. So I didn't put any concealer, but with it being so hydrating, you would think maybe throughout the day it will eventually, but because it's so lightweight, I don't think it will settle in those fine lines any more than what it looks like right now. And I think it looks great. What about this one? I'm happy I have this one. It's just, I'm gonna try, you know, use it more nighttime only, not in the morning. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to introduce this product to you. Is it worth it? I don't know, because it's a skincare. And I think the amount of money that you spend on this, no product is worth that much money. But I love the bottle. I love the ingredients, and I love how it makes my under eye area feel. Do you pay so much money because of the brand name? Probably. Also the ingredients, and I don't know what else because I'm not a skincare expert. So I do love it, but it's very hard to recommend such an expensive product. So I'll let you decide on that. Make sure you check out the description down below. I'm gonna have it linked down below. Anything else here you already know, but definitely I'm so excited to have this. I'll be using this daily. This is gonna be staying here on my desk. I don't even want to put it back there and kind of, you know, I want to use it all the time. And you know what? You can actually, I would suggest to even use this with a mixture of your other foundation, right? So if you have a matte foundation or more of a very heavy foundation, I would suggest to just put a couple drops on the skin. You can use it as a primer and then use your foundation to kind of give yourself more of a natural glow. So if you have oily skin and you want to do that, you can try it that way. So that's another way to use this. Okay, that's it from me today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Again, don't need any of these products. Again, everything will be linked down below if you're interested in the shades or where I purchased them from. If you enjoyed this video and my channel, I would love to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.